Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown video results for the week of June 26, 2018, as well as 205 Live results. SmackDown opened up live from the Citizens Business Bank Arena in Ontario, California, with The Miz in the ring for another must-see edition of Miz TV. And we get Tom Phillips welcoming us as he's joined in by Corey Tattooed Graves and Byron Saxon. Miz quickly introduces his guests for tonight. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers. Miz says they all have something in common. They destroyed Daniel Bryan last week. The WWE Universe knows about Miz's beef with Bryan, but he wants to know why Rowan and Harper attacked him. They just stand there and the fans start chanting for Bryan. Miz knocks the crowd and tells them to show respect to the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Miz shows us replays of Bryan's segment on last week's show, referring to them as the acts of this movie with Bryan, running Bryan down in between scenes. Miz also takes a low-key shot at Rowan and Harper for not knowing about Hollywood. Miz shows his favorite scene next, and it's the Bludgeon Brothers laying Bryan out in the ring. Miz gives them props and says they deserve the Emmy, or even better, a Mizzy. He says Bryan was 100% when he got up after they left, and then Miz stole the spotlight by defeating him. Miz says it sounds like Rowan and Harper are trying out for the new Mr. Raj. He goes on running his mouth until he gets the mic slapped out of his hand. Miz looks terrified as the champion stare him down. Music interrupts and out comes Daniel Bryan to the stage. Miz immediately starts running his mouth trying to instigate an attack, and Bryan tells him to shut up. Bryan says they cost him a WWE title shot last week. He knows they have the size, but he has the heart. He says he's not afraid of them or Miz. Bryan's not out here to ask them to fight him. He's here to find out which one of them is going to fight him first. Harper says Bryan just never learns, but he's going to tonight. Sounds like Bryan versus Harper is on for tonight. Bludgeon Brothers music hits and out come as Bryan stares them down from the stage. The New Day's backstage somewhere getting a pancake protein shake mix for their lackey. Xavier Woods grabs it and looks like he might be downing it to prepare for his match. Still to come segment, Woods versus Rusev, back to commercial. Back from a break, Tom says SmackDown General Manager Paige has Bryan versus Harper official for tonight. Rusev versus Xavier Woods, first match of the night. We go to the ring, out comes the New Day, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big E, as Aiden English is out next on stage as the Rusev Day chants start up from the crowd. English does his introduction for the Bulgarian Brute, and out he comes. Bell rings, the fans start chanting for Rusev Day. They lock up, and Rusev sends Woods to the mat first. Rusev stomps as some fan chant for New Day. Woods fights back and sends Rusev into the ropes with Hurricane Rana. Rusev lands on the middle rope. Big E holds up an ouch speech balloon sign at Rusev's face as Woods charges and drives him into the ropes. Woods keeps control until Rusev catches him with a spine buster for a 2 count. And we go to commercial. Back from the break, Rusev has a bear hug applied. Woods finally stuns Rusev and fights out. Woods looks to mount some offense. Woods ducks a big shot and levels Rusev as Big E and Kofi celebrate at ringside. Woods keeps control and hits the big DDT for a 2 count. They try to eat shots in the middle of the ring after more back and forth. Woods stuns Rusev again with a super kick, but Rusev catches him with a big Samoan drop for another 2 count. Rusev takes Woods to the top and they trade shots. Woods sends Rusev to the mat. Rusev charges and Woods moves. Rusev hits the ring post as Woods goes to the top, but is forced to land on his feet as Rusev got up. They run the ropes and Rusev nails a kick to the head to stagger Woods. Rusev comes right back with a monster kick. And then Rusev stomps on Woods and applied the accolade for the win. After the match, English entered the ring, raises Rusev's arm as the music hits. We go to replays. Rusev takes the mic and says tonight was not about Woods, trombones, pancakes, or bootios. Tonight was about AJ Styles. Rusev says AJ is watching at home and he's concerned, which he proved last week when he punched English in the face. They did not mention AJ being in Australia with SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella for a promotional tour. Fans are dueling chants for Styles and Rusev Day now. Rusev says he's coming to break down AJ's door. He's taking the title to Extreme Rules and will be a great Rusev Day. Rusev then drops the mic as the music hits again. We go to Jeff Hardy, backstage somewhere. He's ready to fight and take flight tonight. Announcers mention Hardy issuing another open challenge tonight due to Shinsuke Nakamura being unable to compete because of an injury. Yeah, the dog bite. Police dog bite. Open challenge for the U.S. title. Eric Young versus Jeff Hardy. We go to ring outcomes. The champion, Jeff Hardy, to a big pop back to commercial. Back from the break, Naomi is arguing with Lana backstage about their recent dance contest. The cast of Netflix's Glow show appears and gets excited as they are fans of Naomi. They suggest Naomi and Lana work together and get on the same page. Naomi says maybe they could be ravishing together and snatch opponents' balls together. Then everyone would feel the glow. We go back to the ring and Hardy's music is still playing as he waits for his opponent. Lights go out and the music hits. As Sanity comes out, all three of them, Killian Dane, Eric Young, and Alexander Wolf. Young will be getting the title shot. We get formal ring introductions from Greg Hamilton. The bell rings and Young goes right to work on Hardy. Unloading in the corner, Young keeps control, and Hardy goes for an early twist of fate and can't go through with it. Young ends up avoiding another big shot by retreating to the floor and away from the ring as we go to commercial. Back from the break, as Young has remained in control, sits a neck breaker. Young drops Hardy again and covers for a 2 count. Young sits on the top rope and chokes Hardy. Now as the fans boo as the referee warns him. Young with more offense and another pin attempt. Fans try to rally Hardy, but Young continues to punish him. Focusing on the neck, Hardy fights up and out, but Young immediately drops him for another 2 count. Young goes back to keeping Hardy grounded in the middle of the ring, yelling at him to give up. Hardy fights up and out again, but Young whips him hard into the turnbuckle as he goes right back down. Young smiles as the fans boo. Young covers for a 2 count. Hardy looks to make a comeback, but Young nails a stiff clothesline for a 2 count. Young shows some frustration, but keeps Hardy down. Fan chant for Hardy, but Young grounds him by his neck again. Hardy fights up again and hits a jawbreaker. Hardy more of a signature moves. Hardy with a double leg drop, and then a drop kick for a 2 count. Hardy gets a delete chant going, but Young blocks a twist of fate. They both go for a clothesline at the same time and both go down. Fans rally for Hardy as Dane and Wolf look on. We see the Usos come to the timekeepers area to even the odds. They start brawling with Dane and Wolf at ringside. Young leaves the ring and brings Jey Uso in, forcing a disqualification. Winner by disqualification, Eric Young. After the bell, Hardy decks Young while he's brawling with the Uso on the mat. Everyone gets involved and a big brawl breaks out. Sanity is cleared from the ring as the babyfaces stand tall as we go to commercial. And apparently another match is made. Sanity versus the Usos and Jeff Hardy. 6-man tag match. Back for the break, a 6-man match is underway after being ordered by Paige. According to Tom, Dane ends up launching himself at Jey and taking him down. Wolf tags in and works over Jey on the floor. Wolf brings it back in to the ring for a 2 count. And then Young tags in for more offense on Jey for another close pin attempt. Sanity continues punishing Jey near the corner. Referee is trying to stop Jimmy Uso from coming in, which allows Dane to hit Jey with a cheap shot. Dane tags in and keeps control of Jey. Dane with a gut shot and a big suplex for a 2 count. Dane keeps control on Jey and drops Jimmy off the apron. Dane with a big running splash to Jey in the corner. Young tags back in for a double team. Jey finally counters Young and sends him through the ropes to the floor as Hardy waits in the ring, waits for the tag. Jey goes for the tag, but Young pulls Hardy off the apron and into the barrier. Young returns to the ring and drops an elbow on Jey. Jey sends Young out of the ring again. Then Dane's into the steel ring post. Jimmy's back on the apron now. Jimmy gets a hot tag and unloads on Wolf as he comes in. Jimmy delivers a Samoan drop as Uso gets hyped up with the crowd and nails a Umaga Rikishi splash in the corner. Jimmy ends up hitting the crossbody from the top, but Wolf kicked out at 2. Wolf blocks a super kick, but Jimmy kicks him in the shoulder. Jimmy hits a Rikishi splice again, but Young broke up the pinfall. Hardy knocked Young out of the ring. Dane throws Hardy out of the ring. Jay super kicks Dane, but he's still up. Jay super kicks Young off the apron. Jay with another super kick to Dane, but he's still standing. Uso hits a double super kick on Dane, and that sends him out of the ring. Usos run the ropes next, and Jay leaps out on the floor, taking Dane and Young back down. Wolf rolls Jimmy up for a 2 count off of distraction. More back and forth before Hardy tags in as Wolf gets dropped. Hardy goes to the top and hits the Swanton bomb on Wolf for the pinfall. Winners of the match, Jeff Hardy and the Usos. After the match, the Usos and Hardy stand tall as Jeff's music hits. We go to replay. Sanity looks on from the stage as babyface celebrate. Southern Come segment, Harper versus Daniel Bryan. We see Becky Lynch backstage warming up for her match as Stafford walks up to inform her she's next, and he almost gets punched. Becky will face Sonya Deville up next. We go to commercial. Becky Lynch versus Sonya Deville was up next. Back from a break, out first comes Becky. We see a video from earlier today. How this match was made. Sonya Deville was out next with Mandy Rose. Back and forth to start. Deville gets the upper hand and recovers for a 2 count. Becky looks him out and come back, but Deville kicks her and takes her back to the mat. Becky counters and Deville retreats to the floor to regroup. Becky follows and tosses Deville over the announce table. Becky returns to the ring and stands tall as the referee counts. We go to commercial. Back from the break, they're going at it in the ring. Deville is in control after launching Becky into the barrier during the break. Deville keeps Becky down with a body scissors now. Becky gets out, but Deville takes her right back down with a slam for a 2 count. They trade shots in the middle of the ring now. Deville with a backside for a 2 count. Deville floors Becky with a kick to the chest for another pin attempt. Becky turns it around again and kicks Deville out of the corner. Becky mounts offense now as the fans cheer her on. Becky with a exploder suplex for a 2 count. Becky catches a kick and tries to toss Deville, but Deville falls on top of her with a knee. Becky kicks out at 2. Deville with another quick pin attempt. Deville shows some frustration now and misses the running knee. Becky drops Deville for a 2 count. Deville avoids the disarmer and rolls her up for a 2 count. They both go down after an enziguri. Deville crawls over for another close pin attempt. Deville runs into a knee in the corner. Becky goes to the top, but Mandy distracts her. Deville takes advantage and drives Becky down for a 2 count. Deville pounds on Becky. Deville ends up colliding with Mandy at the ropes, allowing Becky to apply the disarmer for the submission win. After the match, Becky celebrates as the music hits. We see Rose recovering on the floor. So the come segment, Harper versus Daniel Bryan. We see James Ellsworth backstage wearing Asuka's mask. He stops and tries to talk to Ty Dillinger, but Ty isn't interested. We go to commercial. Back from the break, Andre Cien Almas is backstage with Zelina. Vega says that they sent a message 3 weeks ago by putting Sin Cara on the shelf, and there has been no competition since because everyone is afraid of Almas. Vega says the others in the locker room will stay out of his way if they know what's best. We go to the ring. Out comes James Ellsworth. As the fans boo. Ellsworth talks about how he's a real man. He says Asuka ruined last week's celebration for SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella and attacked him for no reason. Ellsworth talks some trash and says he knows Asuka is here tonight. Ellsworth says before fans start blowing up his Twitter, he loves and respects women. Ellsworth says his love life is so hot you can fry an egg on it. But when it comes to he and Asuka, there is no love, absolute no respect. Ellsworth goes on until the music hits, and out comes SmackDown General Manager Paige. Paige asks why Ellsworth is here and says Asuka is not here tonight. Paige announces Asuka versus Carmella for Extreme Rules. Ellsworth protests and says Asuka doesn't deserve it. He asks if Paige is here to take him out on a date, and she makes him a match for next Tuesday against Asuka. We see Harper and Bryan backstage warming up, and that match is up next. We go to the ring for tonight's main event. Out comes SmackDown champions, the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan. Daniel is out next. The bell rings and they go at it. Harper goes to work on Bryan to start as he's by himself. They go out and right back to the ring. As Bryan unloads in the corner, Bryan goes for a slide through the ropes as Harper is on the floor. Harper catches him and drops him. Harper works Bryan over on the floor. Bryan turns around and unloads as fans start to rally for him, but Harper clubs him down and cuts him off. Harper keeps Bryan grounded now. More back and forth between the two. Harper gets it sent to the floor. Bryan runs the ropes for a dive, but Harper catches him. Harper sends Bryan over to the announce table and then over into the timekeeper's area as we go to commercial. Back from the break, Harper has Bryan grounded. Harper beats Bryan around the ring as Rowan looks on from ringside. Bryan counters the move, but Harper catches him in a big side slam for a 2 count. Harper with more offense and another 2 count. Bryan lands a jawbreaker, but Harper keeps control and nails a big forearm before taking him back to the mat. Bryan fights out again, but Harper clubs him, sending him into the ropes. Bryan tries to mount another comeback, but Harper nails a Michinoku driver for another 2 count. Close pin this time, 2 3/4. Harper ends up taking Bryan back to the top for a suplex, but Bryan fights him. Bryan brings Harper down with a big DDT, but can't get the pin. More back and forth between the two as they go at it. Bryan tries for the S-lock and finally gets it locked in the middle of the ring, but Rowan runs in and breaks it up for the DQ. After the bell, Bludgeon Brothers double team Bryan and destroy him as the referees look on. Pyro suddenly hits as Kane makes his return for a pop. Kane marches to the ring and stares the champions down. He rocks Harper first and then Rowan. Kane fights them both off for double chokes them, but they attack him. Bryan goes to the top and drop kicks them both from the top. Bryan and Kane team up to clear the ring for a pop from the crowd, and Bryan looks up from the mat as Kane stares at him. Fan chant for Team Hell No. Bryan is up on his feet now as fans want them to hug it out. Kane steps to Bryan and opens his arm for a hug. Fan chant yes at Bryan now. Bryan shakes his head and it looks like he's going to leave without hugging. Bryan suddenly almost jumps into Kane's arms and they embrace as fans pop. Bryan's music hits as he starts to do the yes chant. Kane joins in, but the music interrupts and Paige comes out to the stage. She makes Team Hell No versus Bludgeon Brothers with the titles on the line and Extreme Rules. Bryan's music hits again while he and Kane celebrate. A SmackDown goes off the air. Quick results for 205 Live. Akira Tozawa defeated Tony Nese. Leo Rush defeated Dewey James. Drew Gulak, Gentleman Jack, Gallagher, and the Brian Kendrick defeated the Lucha House Party of Grand Metalik, Kalisto, and Les Dorado in a 6-man elimination tag match. Gentleman Jack eliminated Grand Metalik. Les Dorado eliminated the Brian Kendrick. Drew Gulak eliminated Les Dorado. Kalisto eliminated Gentleman Jack. And then Drew Gulak eliminated Kalisto. And the dark match after the tapings saw a New Day of Big E and Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods defeat Samoa Joe and The Miz. And that concludes my results for SmackDown at 205 Live for this week. Thanks again for watching my videos. Without you, this could not be possible. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.